I'm Dr. Prashanth. I'm consultant pediatrician and a neonatologist working at Cloud9 Hospital, Horamau. Flu is a seasonal infection. So during especially the winter and the rainfall season, we do see most of the kids, especially the school-going kids, keep on getting the flu. Every now and then they keep getting the cough, cold, fever, being little dull, not very interested in eating. So invariably every kid, especially the school-going age group, they keep getting it. Not that every time they get a little bit of cough or a cold, it is going to be something like a severe flu or something like what people know it as like a swine flu or H1N1 sort of a thing. You don't have to get worried or get panicked very easily. So basically, whenever the fever is of really high grade, like 101, 102, 103, coming and child is becoming really dull. With the fever, child is not able to breathe comfortably, breathing heavily or becoming really dull. Even the fever falls down, still the child is very sleepy, not at all taking. The oral intake is very compromised, or throwing up too much of a vomiting, or generally the child is becoming very sick, what we call it as lethargy. The fever goes down, still child is not opening its eyes, just goes on sleeping for longer hours, doesn't get up, doesn't intake is really compromised. The child is not at all interested in drinking milk or taking little bit of oral fluid. Or the urine output is getting very low, so like in P count is going very down, child is not passing urine very frequently. These are the symptoms which we call it as warning symptoms, or little fast breathing, heavy breathing. These symptoms we call it as warning symptoms. This says it is not a simple flu or a common flu, like a common cold. At this point, you should be cautious. Better visit the nearest pediatrician. So, among all these things, the most important thing we are worried is alertness, activity of a child, oral intake and the breathing pattern. If the child's intake is okay, though the child is running a little bit of fever, coughing a little bit or a cold symptoms little bit, but oral intake is fine, child is smiling at you, playing around when the fever comes down, still okay. That means it is likely to be a common flu. But these symptoms are there, something like the fever is coming down, still child is behaving very sick, in the sense child is not getting up from the bed, not interested in eating anything, breathing really fast or passing very less urine. These are the symptoms should alert you that yes, it is not a simple flu. Rush to the nearest pediatrician.